So today, of course, as you can see by the decoration on the shrine, is a special day. It is celebrated as the birth of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa. Some of you may know the details of such a remarkable life that lived in the 19th century and that transformed the whole era. And we can see the effects in this current day and age. Worship comes in three forms. When we appreciate and realize that the internal divine self is present everywhere, all around us, it means that the necessity for the use of shrines, temples, churches can fall away by itself. Since we don't find the Supreme outside or above or below or in a remote place, but we feel this presence literally everywhere, transcending time and space. And then there are those who understand this divine self to be within themselves and within others and everywhere, within every housing. And then there are those who feel that the Lord of the universe, or whatever gender you like to apply, is somehow remote from us. Such is the nature of devotees. But then there are those who conduct their life unconcerned with any of these things. Regardless, for all of us, sitting here now, let us put ourselves as individuals, as children, if you will, of the divine, in the omnipresence of the Supreme. Let us tangibly feel divine grace flowing through us and within us, from the top of the head down to the tips of the toes, tips of the fingers. Let us feel that we are completely infused with this divine presence, indescribable. And yet this divine presence chooses to condense itself, as it were, into the form of a divine person. There are those who have been privileged to sport and dance with such a divine person. Blessed are they. But knowing this, we also have the opportunity to dance and sing along with them in the inner realms of our capacity to visualize. So let us feel, not only around us, in all directions and no directions, and within, that we are infused with the flow of divine grace. Let us visualize this divine grace spreading out everywhere, to everyone, to every corner, to every space that we can imagine, to every molecule, to every atom, to every dancing, moving thing. Let us send everywhere a current of loving thought that involves the invocations of strength, truth, beauty, love and harmony. Let the whole world be infused with these supreme qualities. And as we send this holy current, let us also send the current of a primordial vibration in the form of Om that serves to concentrate our minds, serves to put us in touch with the primordial cosmic mind that comes to us as a cosmic balancing power from age to age. Let us take a deep inhalation, and on the exhalation, let us repeat this sacred sound symbol Om. 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 As we repeat this, let us feel that the whole world is a series of oscillating waves, sometimes vibrating, sometimes oscillating, all dancing, reflecting different wavelengths and colors, but all part of the same divine ocean. Let us admire the dancing waves that we call this world, and how we are equipped to pick them up through that wave system called the eyes, the wave system called the ears, the wave system called the smell or the sense of scent and touch and taste, and all these instrumental means by which we pick up the waves. But let us tune our minds in, our attention in, to the source of these waves, not just the waves themselves. Let us enter deeply into the cosmic mind that expresses itself in this way. The internal world of the mind is also a field of waves. We can observe them coming and going. More than likely, as we sit, these waves that come and go will be made up of events, actions, counteractions, and reactions of the day. Let us simply watch them come. Let us observe them go. Let us not engage ourselves in them. They come up from the psychological recesses of our behavioral experience. These are not us. They are nothing to do with us. The correlation is only that we have the capacity to direct our conscious mind, to direct our point of attention to the glory of the divine, that if we look carefully, we will see everywhere. Let us draw our attention now Once the mental field has settled, let us draw our attention to the indwelling self. Let us journey to that state by recalling the presence of the divine in our imagination. Let us set a scene before our mind's eye of a place, and we are specifically highlighting the life of Ramakrishna. Those who have studied his life will be familiar with the visualization. But if this is foreign to you, then construct with me the scene that I portray. We're in a tropical climate in Bengal, in a sacred temple where pilgrims come from far away and near to have a sight of the source of these waves that we call Kali, the one who is dark. Dark meaning the one who is eternal. As we look down into the night sky, we see mainly darkness. Yet it is not all dark. It is teeming with invisible life, and it is teeming with visible light and movement. It is the source of energy. It is nature herself. We know that there is a holy man living there by the side of the flowing sacred Ganga that flows past the temple in vigorous waves that can carry small flat-bottomed boats. It is a wide river. Many steamers go up and down. Its destiny is the ocean. Because it is a river, it is teeming with life. Many fish find their home in this river. Many creatures find their home in this river, and many drink her waters along the banks. Glistening waters in the sunshine, in the sunlight, reflecting the different colors around. We are here to see a holy man. We go to his room and we do not find him there. And so we go to the place where he is likely to be standing, looking out on the waters. We have heard the reputation of this great man. We have heard how he can, by a mere look or a touch or a smile, transform our lives. And we join him as he gazes out in silence, and we reverentially greet him. Let us mentally walk with him slowly back to the room in which he stays. And as we enter the room, we find pictures adorn the wall, the room. The room's walls are full of inspiring pictures. And the room has the scent of recently burnt incense. He bids us sit. He himself sits on a low cot. Other people join. Before we know what has happened, the room is filled with eager faces looking lovingly on him. And we see that shining light is emanating from his skin. We observe the beautiful smile on his face, full of kindness. And we see how he, just by his mere countenance, lights up the eyes of all around, and his smile is infectious. And he greets us and asks us about the welfare of families and friends, looking, as it were, into our very soul as he speaks. We notice there is a very, very slight stammer, an unfamiliar rural accent, but it doesn't matter. His face beams with divine blessedness. His hand gestures are delicate like a dancer. His feet are well formed and beautiful. And we gaze upon his countenance, trying to listen to the words, and yet captivated by what we see. We catch the temperament of love that is issuing, and the wisdom of the light that he is illuminating his speech with. And we too are captivated because he is talking about our own inner essence, about love of God, about noble behavior, about the possibility of all of us opening up our souls and saturating them with divine love. And we feel, let this light, this love, and this life come to us. And as we sit, we feel he is no longer before us. He has entered into the shrine of the heart, deep within where the Holy of Holies lies. Why do we offer a seat to him in the depths of our hearts? Why do we adore him? It is because through his grace, he can break all our worldly bondages. And who else could be honored by all mankind for ages, present and future? And we catch a glimpse of his bodiless, transcendent, attributeless being. That opens up and crystallizes as a divine person with attributes. And we feel that this transcendent light becomes embodied as this man. Who else but such a person can be the redeemer of all sins? Who else can be the example of pure consciousness condensed? And when we gaze upon the eyes, we see that they are sanctified by pure knowledge, and their mere look on us shatters the delusion of ignorance. This we feel. We feel that we are gazed upon by this divine person in the center of our heart, seated on a blossoming thousand-petal lotus, sitting there in glory, dispensing divine grace everywhere. And we clearly see that this is truly an ocean of luminous, lofty, spiritual sentiments that are lashed into waves of inebriating love. And spontaneously our heart offers itself to the divine feet. We know that these can form instruments for crossing this ocean of existence, life. In our heart, we spontaneously feel that this is the Lord of the universe, manifested for us from age to age in these modern times for helping the whole of mankind in their spiritual endeavor, for we are all pilgrims on the way. We can feel the flow of divine grace that reveals this to us. And we see how this being is immersed completely in transcendent ecstasy. The very look on the divine face, the very body that is the embodiment of love, we feel that this is unparalleled mercy condensed, that it is an active grace working within us, and that if we were to emulate this internal divine life, we ourselves should also be an offering of love for the upliftment of mankind. We should also ride on the crest of the wave that is this divine power that shatters the bondage of the dark age in which we live. Who else should we worship except the one that has conquered lust and greed, that has spurned all enticements of sensuous attractions? With joined palms, we pray that this pure being may bestow on us unflinching love, even just for the divine blessed feet. We offer our heart to this. And we are assured by this presence that all fears, all doubts become transcended. For we are the divine self that is innocent of pride and birth and race. We are one with this pure being within, that is universal love, that always offers shelter to all the devotees, such as ourselves, who look for it. Seek and you will find. This divine presence within our hearts is the offering of love a paragon of same-sightedness. We should treasure these divine holy feet in our hearts and carry them, allowing them to carry us over the ocean of existence and revealing to us that this whole life that we take so seriously is just like a small puddle. When we realize this divinity within the heart and everywhere, our sorrows will take two wings. In our repeated salutations, we understand that what we are experiencing in this divine presence is beyond the reach of speech and mind, where the form that we are seeing dissolves into the divine presence of transcendent light. And it is from this light that all things come. O light of lights, ever resplendent in the cave of the heart, you have destroyed our darkness of ignorance. Continue to be present so that your light leaves no room for any darkness. Let us constantly think of thee in the twilight of the day, before the sunrise of the morning, and in all our working, waking, active life. Let us practice thy divine presence, for there is nothing else but thee, is our prayer. Let us repeat Om Shanti 3 times, dispensing the light and life and love that we have felt to the whole of existence. May it have its transforming effect so that we may all experience that inner peace that passes all understanding. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace. Peace be unto all.